a good amount of damage from our Rebellion.
Okay, still with that Turizla mid laner for Sway Slow here. I'm hoping for another Ice Queen 1 also, but it's not gonna happen. But Naomi right now, Flicker, a lot of tenacities from RRQ. We're gonna see here, will the Kingslayer will be able to beat RRQ, or will the Kingdom, the Monarch, still stands in this game?
We'll see that here. Match point for both. 1-1, the decider for both RRQ and Rebellion. Fersic on the purple, Vincent on orange. They're gonna meet up against each other around the turtle side.
Man, talking about the turtle side though, that's usually also a big point where fights do happen. And with the Minotaur, this means that RRQ technically have a bit of an edge against ODTZ's less aggressive hero, but that's only if they don't take enough damage in the early game. Clay though, just be careful about his positioning.
Good chunk of damage there from Sway Low, but remember Naomi will have the win around a sustained battle with a healing built into the kit.
No way.
Who gets it there? It's still going to be Vincent who secures it for Rebellion Zion. Sway Low now gets knocked up, but again, ODTZ is right there to help Sway Low clear out these waves.
Yeah, bit of a concern right now. Before I saw the Novaria, Turizla, it's a pretty bad matchup in lane against Farsa. It can freeze, his lane can get freezed up quite easily, but when you have Novaria to help you with wave clear, it's gonna be A-OK as ODTZ. Okay, like a third of his HP chunked by a single knockup from Minotaur. Wow.
It's the concussive blast as well. But looking at the emblems here, man, RRQ, they're trying to go for that movement speed. Maneuvers are what they really excel at, and this game is no different. If they can outmaneuver Rebellion Zion, be in the right place at the right time, and confuse Rebellion Zion's rotations, this could be a winning plan. But against a Martis and a Paquito, this first turtle fight is going to be brutal, man.
Okay, Skylar versus Heismore. It's Airthel versus Claude. I would say it's more of a skill matchup, right?
It's a farm matchup. Both of these gold laners don't really want to go for skirmishes. They just want to farm up. Unless Skylar just wants to do this, BMI forward.
Wow.
Yeah, very aggressive, but speaking about matchup, it's going to be Martis versus a Fredrin in the objective take department as Cars. Very, very aggressive.
It actually steals a little minion away. Fersic now using a taunt, but Swaylo's right there to zone him away. Naomi caught very low, the spear.
Ooh.
Not connecting. Meanwhile, look at Banana. Chunking Vincent very, very low. Praiser's Rack going to be used up. Getting Fersic a bit more HP to play with as Vincent pops in that regen, takes the purple buff, and will try to look for another opening towards the turtle. It's now being held down by RRQ. But the airstrike going to be used up. They are looking to the commit. Let's see, Vincent walks in with a Mortal Coil. Naomi gets caught. And sure, it's a trade. The turtle for a kill. The Decimation picks up first blood.
I believe what happened there is Naomi goes in and pops them in the 1-4 just to ensure that Rebellion Zion don't really risk going in for that kill. So trading it for the turtle, it's still a very worthwhile trade. And on the bottom side, they don't lose much either. So for RRQ, so far so good, but they need this Farsa to be a bit more aggressive, man. There's no way that is good for you when your Farsa has the same impact technically as a Turizla in the mid lane.
Yeah, there you go. The lane matchup of Cars and Banana. It's going to be won by Cars in the early game by a small margin, I would say, because the damage is there. But the later the game goes, Banana is a bit more tanky once you get the anti-Kuras, gets that brute force split. It's going to be A-OK for you to tank all the damage. And also Banana, like in terms of team fight, it's kind of like Uranus, right? There's not much utility that you can do in team fights. It's just there just to try to zone away the backlines of RQ or for Rebellion. Like, what is gonna be the game plan for this Esmeralda?
For the Esmeralda, I think they're just gonna have to try and shut her down. When it comes to these maneuvers around, I think there's a chance for Ren to outmaneuver, but look at RRQ going on Swaylo.
They're playing ping pong with Swaylo, forcing a flicker out. Vincent gets the Mortal Coil down. Able to chunk Fersic for a lot of HP, actually. Penalty zone. Oh, it connects onto Clay. He doesn't have any more maneuverabilities. He gets caught even with Wings by Wings on the wall. And now Vincent is looking for some more damage. Has a decimation. Fersic won. He gets out though, just barely.
There you go.
What? Swaylo picks up the kill. Rebellion Zion with a random 2 for 0.
Yeah, 1.5k so far for Rebellion Zion as the total will come out in about 10 seconds. Fersic still has his retribution, but in terms of like objective taking, like what's gonna happen here, Rashi?
I think Rebellion Zion has full control right here. That's unfortunate that Clay overextended. And now with Rebellion Zion having so much control, it's going to be very risky for RRQ to go in the jungle and risk getting hit by a penalty zone. Naomi is already in place, but can they go for it?
Penalty zone onto Clay. Look at the damage. Oh my god, Sway low! Just eats him up. Appraiser's Wrath comes down, but Vincent! Wow! Even with the Appraiser's Wrath to assist Versick, it's Vincent with a dub on the retry, and Sway low. He is a whole XP laner at this point. Look at him. He's just zoning Versick away, Audi.
Oh, wow.
Chunking Versick low, forcing Versick back. Vincent doesn't have the retry, but Versick doesn't either. The battle of Martis versus Fredrin. It's Vincent who comes out on top.
Oh man, I think the synergy is very underrated for Taritzla mid lane and also ODTZ on the Novaria role. Because like, when you invade, there's also extra damage from long range. You're gonna be sniped quite easily. And when you're up against Taritzla, that first skill and second skill in early games gonna be hard for you to tank. Even though if like you're a utility jungler, it doesn't matter.
He's serving the exact same role as an EXP laner. He's letting ODTZ be the damage dealer and forcing RRQ to pick. Do they want to try and burst down a Taritzla that's just tanky by default due to the kit, due to the items, or do they want to just lose their mid laner? But look at the top side.
It's a lot of knockups, and also Skylar, who picks up the kill. Now finally, they have Skylar on the board, but look at the trade that's happening down below. It's a tier 2 traded in. Banana will be forced to use that sprint. Tier 2 for a kill and a tier 1.
Well, RRQ can still go for this tier 2 if they want to. That seems to be what's going to happen. And RRQ, they just have to really rely on Naomi on this Minotaur, man. If Minotaur is not anywhere near, the backend is just so vulnerable. This is the same situation technically from game number 1, but now it's a bit more dangerous, so RRQ needs to chill a bit more. If the Martyrs start snowballing, this could be an absolute nightmare of a game for RRQ to play out.
Yeah, speaking of chilling, Skylar has to watch out for the split pushes, man. Yes, he is the best objective taker in the game in MPL Indonesia Season 12, but in that second game, like, RRQ just gets punished once Skylar is gone. And Skylar, especially on that tier 2, has to be careful. He has the Purify right now,
what?
so
wait,
a bit more utility, but first take very low.
It's gonna be a kill. Oh, penalty zone! Flicker into the front! The decimation picks up a kill. Clay will fall as well! And Vincent picks up a double. He's looking for some more resets. Skylar's gonna be chased down. One more decimate! Vincent gets out with the Mortal Coil just a bit, but Naomi finds a shutdown, knocking him up under the tier 2. Vincent definitely been a bit too much than he could chew, as Banana now is able to zone a few of the Rebellion Zion members, but it's still 2 for 1.
Yeah, it's still positive for Rebellion Zion, even though I think could have been better if Vincent doesn't really... Swalo? No, no way. There you go. He got away with it, a bit of an HP to work with as he's gonna recall and group up for the next turtle, or maybe they will reset it towards the Lord.
Rebellion Zion is just forced to be a bit more aggressive and execute because they want to make sure that they don't get zoned out by the sustained difference, but that's going to be a turtle picked up by RRQ, finding a bit of an opportunity despite being behind on gold. Equalizing from a 2.6k gold lead back to a 2k, not bad at all, and looking at the late game potential here, same story, man. RRQ with the Esmeralda, with the Minotaur, Claude, and Farsa. The late game is looking very dangerous.
Okay, as we look in the in-game equipment by Dunia Games, Banana actually going for an emblem other than basic common emblem, I believe. Like, if you're playing Uranus or Esmeralda right now, you usually go for basic common emblem just for that...
Mana regen?
Yeah, mana regen, so you can get one extra item, one extra durability to work with, but he's going for Enchanted Talisman.
Yeah, he went for the support for extra movement speed and shielding. But let's see, Rebellion just trying to push the aggression. Vincent just trying to use every single bit of early game advantage he can before this Martis falls off. He is working against the clock, and RRQ understand that.
Yeah, but Naomi right now, man, like, it's gonna be hard for him to land a single minion Fury onto Heisamor or ODTC. It's gonna be, has to be very deep into the backline of Rebellion Zion to be able to do that. And if you only punishes the frontliner of Rebellion Zion, especially Vincent, you're not gonna get a lot of things, man. Like, it is very tanky. I think they can still soak up a lot of damage from Clay and Skylar also. So, what's the plan here for Mr. Min Coco?
I think he's just gonna stay around a neutral objective and try and just be a zoning tool. That's the whole concept of RRQ's draft right here. Feather Airstrike, you know, what's the S12 ulti again?
Falling Star Moon.
Falling Star Moon, as well as the Blazing Duet. There's just so many tools available for them to just push Rebellion Zion away from an objective. But in order to do so, they need to first have some control and then get the engagement that they need, especially with this Paquito against a Claw. This is a dangerous play for Skylar, man.
No, I think Skylar is all good in that kind of skirmish. As long as he has that BMI placed behind.
It's a sprint Paquito, though. We've seen that the Paquitos can chase down the Claude, so Skylar just has to be a bit more careful.
Right now, it's going to be a Lord dance for RRQ versus Rebellion Zion. Vincent already dragging the Lord towards his side as Sway Low. He has the penalty zone, but who is the prime target for this matchup?
Whoa, they're going to go in.
my
Skylar
God.
gets chunked really low. Holy moly.
dangerous.
They might be the green light.
That's a Purify burnt out and a Blazing Duet. Falling Star Moon to the back. Banana doing some work, but gets chunked to half as well. The Dominance Ice doing work, and Astral Sphere connecting as well. Banana now getting a bit more sustain as Cars tries to isolate him, but gets isolated instead. Sway Low acting as a front line. Front the Ace coming down with a Minion Fury, knocking him up. A DPZ, defensive penalty zone by Sway Low. Flickers to the other side. Beautifully done by Sway Low to evade from the Appraiser's wrath. Now RQ still holding on to this Lord. Skylar gets a clear into the mid lane, and Banana is already on that bottom lane.
Oh man, Banana is as slippery as the banana peel, man. He's just doing his own thing, zoning all the members away from Rebellion Zion. It's not much damage, but it's honest work for this man.
It's great macro plays from Banana, just being an absolute disruption instead of being a static front line, leaving that job for Naomi. But man, RRQ, they are playing so
with fire,
dangerous. That's crazy.
Yeah, Skylar, like knowing that he has the BMI is still very confident, but Naomi,
Penalty
trouble?
zone. Beautifully done. Oh, the Astral Sphere barely connects here. Skylar walking up. Sway Low, 1 HP. Clay with Wings by Wings. Vincent and Fairsick still on the Lord. Banana dealing some damage here. Poking Vincent slowly but surely. Creating some frustration onto Vincent.
Look at that
Fairsick
top
still
side.
holding on to that Lord. Yeah, that slow push up top. Meanwhile, Cars. Wow. Oh, now he dashes out, but Skylar catches him. It's a reset for RRQ. Banana. Wow, look at the time that he bought with this Esmeralda. Swaylo's looking for the opening. Skylar just uses the BMI very aggressively. Now gets caught. Penalty zone. He used that on the two members, but a Minor Fury knocks them up. It's Swaylo taken out. Vincent running away. The Falling Star Moon and another knockup from Naomi. Meanwhile, Clay looking for that final shot to take Vincent down. That elimination. RRQ. They fought themselves into a position where they can get a Lord for free.
The patience from RRQ, man. There are low HP bars again and again from Rebellion, but RRQ do not bite for Rebellion. They eventually lose one member, and now Vincent gets taken out as well.
There you go, another kill for the man, the myth legend Skylar, finally showing that he is a mythical creature on this Claude as he's trying to siege the mid turret with Cars. Oddities in Heisenberg defending.
That's a zoning Claude. He's the one walking up. Usually you see the XP laner, but for Skylar, he can do that too. That's in his job description. Banana down below, picking up a free tier 2. No defense for Rebellion Zion. They will sacrifice these tier 2s to protect their base turrets. Will it work? Arashi.
I think it's still pretty okay, man. ODTZ can provide a lot of wave clear, and Cars can disengage with Vincent coming up. Whoa!
Another airstrike even taking highs down, and that charge is lethal. This should be a free base turret taken out for RRQ. Cars with a knockout strike in the mid lane. That's a bit of nature finally built for Skylar. It's going to be a lot of survivability. If it already looked like he was unkillable earlier, now with Win Nature, yeah, it gets even tougher for Rebellion.
It's just dancing around the front line of Rebellion Zion, just playing really ballsy right now, Skylar. Very on brand for his playstyle though, like a lot of poking, a lot of dangerous maneuvers, but in the end, he doesn't really get punished a lot. Even in the first game, I mean the second game, I'd say, you know what, no, I take it back. It is a big mistake for Skylar. I was gonna say it's not really much of a mistake, but
whoa!
But it's going on.
Coming down, flickers out to safety. Look at the knockout strike. Skylar's 1 HP gets shut down by the decimation. He went for an aggressive maneuver. Now Naomi's got it. It's another decimation. Stacking it up. Fairsick caught on the sphere, slowed down by that Ice Queen wand. Vincent is running down. RRQ Cars. Knockout strike. No flicker. Clay gets out. Oh! It's easy with a sphere from downtown.
Oh, Audit TZ from the parking lot. as Heizamore and crew will try to burst down this mid turret. But I don't think they can end it just yet. Only one turret, only one card left as Banana and First Stick will try to get it down. And there you go. Rebellion Zion is back in the game.
The, I don't know, audacity of RRQ just bites them in the back, man. Playing so aggressively, just gambling with their safety. It has been working out so far, but in that one fight, they just bit off a bit more than they could chew. Fortunately, the Lord is not up just yet. They will be able to contest it. And the tower that's down is the mid lane turret compared to the side lane. It's going to be a bit more difficult for Rebellion Zion to play with the wave so far. Looking at the rest of the items, it's all frontline items for Firstick and Naomi. They need to stay in the front. They need to be reliable sources of protection for the back line. Clay just has to be a bit more careful, man. All right, right now he is the juiciest, easiest target for Rebellion Zion to make a play on.
The fact that he's the catapult of the kingdom, he's just there in the back line trying to deal damage. And getting killed 4 times in this game is just not good at all. But Naomi getting chunked real low as Laylo.
Whoa. Very impressive penalty zone. He gets isolated himself, but he actually out-damages and out-sustains Clay. Highs running Naomi down, even Skylar 1 HP! Oh my lord, Banana now trying to be the distraction, but is melted down. Rebellion Zion on the way to the Enhanced Lord, 16 minutes in. This might be free. Persic walking up, sway low. Trying to hold him down. Astral Echo revealing 3 members. Appraiser's Wrath coming down, but Heis is still going to be there in the penalty zone. Locks them down again. Naomi, Minion Fury only finding Sway low. It's a big punch from Cars to knock Naomi down.
Wow, man, that is just unfortunate. Rebellion Zion now with the gold advantage, with the composition to just out-damage RRQ technically in a longer fight, and range coming from the Novaria of ODTZ as well. Is it looking grim for RRQ, man, but they have pulled miracles before. Let's see what they can do with 20 seconds still on 2 members on their roster.
1v1, oh my goodness! BMI to the back, this might be fatal. They don't have a marksman here, and look at Skylar. He's going to have to maneuver even further because he knows someone is chasing him down. Penalty zone coming down. Banana now locked down, isolated. Clay gets hit with the spear. Clay's gonna be ulted down by the decimation. He walks into range. Blazing Duet used up defensively right now. Naomi's gonna be chunked. Another spear comes in. Persic with an Appraiser's Wrath, but the Minions Fury does nothing. It's a decimate for a triple. Skylar versus the world. 1 minute wave down below, coming down. Skylar revealed out. It's a full engage, and they wipe RRQ out as they have just reverse swept RRQ.
The sky is completely blue in MPL Arena.